welcome back to another video. I've been working on a lot of things, both a new avatar, as you can see, and also some real life stuff. I've been stressed and on sick leave, and I don't want pity or anything, but it's one of the reasons it's been a little while. I'm feeling better now, and we'll get back to recording. The video today is from an event we held in the Satya's Discord server a few months back. We do these a few times a year. We'd like to do them more, and the more people who show up and support, the more, we want to do them. So, if you want to participate, please check the link in the description. It's completely free. You can join on VR or on desktop. Either work. I record them and put them up here on my channel, among the other more regular ASMR videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in our community. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for sticking with me through thick and thin. And enjoy the video. See you next time. Let's face our problems, because that's the theme of tonight's little event. And, well, when you feel overwhelmed by all the challenges that you're facing, such as money issues, worries about work, or your health, your home, your family. Well, sometimes it can feel like it's all just too much to deal with. And at times like this, it is very common for people to want to shut all of their problems out of their mind, to just simply put their heads in the sand and pretend that everything is fine, so that they can give themselves a rest from everything, and just experience slight peace at least. And to a degree, this can be a useful skill. There are times in life when it is useful to be able to put things on hold temporarily. For example, even though breathing is essential to staying alive, well, if someone wants to swim underwater, they need to be able to hold their breath for a while, at least if they're not a shark. And once they resurface, they can return to breathing as normal. In the same way, there are times when we need to press pause on a problem that's been consuming our attention, so we can focus on something else for just a while. And then, when it's time, you can return to dealing with that problem that needs addressing. The problem here is that when someone keeps that pause button held down, when they try to permanently stick their head in the sand and pretend that all is well, and they don't need to deal with these problems. Just as you can't hold your breath indefinitely, you also can't ignore your problems indefinitely. And once more, when people delay facing their problems, there can be a tendency to blow them out of proportion and turn them into something scary, a looming mental image to be avoided at all cost. The good news is, reality is usually never as bad as you think. Once you've actually taken stock of where you are, what tasks need to be accomplished, have gotten things ordered, prioritized, and are making progress on the first few steps, then you'll find that you can breathe much more easily and that you're feeling, well, so much better inside of yourself. It's often a tremendous relief to realize that this is something that you can actually deal with. You might recognize it from if you've done work. It can be schoolwork. You push it away. And once you have written that first page, so it's no longer blank, you realize that you can actually get this thing going. It can feel like such a weight off of your shoulders to know that you are in fact on track to getting all of this sorted. The actually relaxing and hypnotic part of tonight is going to help you. It's going to help you transform the way you've been thinking about your problems so that one by one they become a series of simpler, doable tasks in your mind. And with each task you complete, you will feel better, more confident, and increasingly free from those old worries. And a small, interesting side fact is that this is, well, I'm not a hypnotist for a living, or a meditation specialist or anything. But this topic tonight is actually my job. This is what I deal with on an everyday basis, helping people break down their problems into smaller chunks, manageable chunks that you can see the end of. And remember, it's a problem. If it's a problem, that you don't know how to fix or deal with it, if there are some uncertainties about how to proceed, then we just, make a task on that. The task can be ask someone else for help, or try to analyze your problem. That itself is a task. These are the people you can ask. I think we talked about it last year in a video, a live ASMR thing we did, that you're not alone. This is not a business, but you have your friends, and some have family, you have people around you that can help you get some perspective. It's often much easier to give advice to someone else than it is to give advice to yourself. But anyways, whether you're dealing with, A or B, there's a strong likelihood that you're not the first person to have been in this situation. And there's a lot of people out there who could offer you excellent advice or insights about what steps you need to take next, help you break down this problem. Remember, you are not alone. And if you don't know what to do, then your very first task is to find someone who does. as you prepare to relax very deeply, you can just close those eyes if you haven't already. And as you follow along comfortably to the sound of these words and breathe smoothly and evenly, and notice your breath, you can simply allow the body to begin to settle back and to settle down a little bit more with each and every out breath. And to those who are new here, keep in mind that as part of this exercise, I do take pauses, 10 seconds, 20. If I stop talking for a while, your audio is not broken, necessarily. There's no need to try to relax, and there's no need to try not to try. Thoughts can float and drift through the mind, but there's no need for you to think them. And sometimes all there will be is the space between and behind the thoughts, expanding and opening into a growing calm and clarity, which can allow the mind to enjoy a complete rest now. To wind down and unwind from having to do anything at all at the conscious level, while your inner mind, the part of you that dreams at night without any conscious planning on your part, begins to work for you here, to really work for you at the unconscious level. That's it, because your inner mind knows how you relax and rest. It knows how the facial muscles can soften and how the shoulders can loosen. And there can be a comfortable heaviness in the arms. And there can be a comfortable heaviness in the legs. As you relax deeper and deeper still. That's it. And there have been you felt so completely at rest. Perhaps times from years ago, reclining back, gazing up at the sky, a wave of comfort and rest flowing all the way down through the body. That's it. Because you can relax deeper and deeper still, effortlessly and unconsciously here, even deeper, perhaps, than you realized you were going to, all the way down into complete comfort and rest. Inside, deeper, deeper inside, resting comfortably, comfortably resting, letting go and relaxing even deeper still. That's it. Twice as deep as you let go inside completely now. Knowing that from this deep rest comes clarity. From this deep rest comes strength. From this deep rest comes a fresh perspective, a new vigor, a new readiness that flows through you naturally and spontaneously each time you come home to yourself like this. And you have many, many strengths and resources within you. And there have been tasks that you have accomplished all through your life. From the simplest of simple tasks like buying groceries, taking a shower, or a bath. Perhaps things you fixed or sorted out in just a few minutes, to much longer projects that took many, many steps to finish, perhaps months or years of your life. And there is a deep knowledge within you and within your unconscious mind about what it means to complete a task and to know that it's done, that you've succeeded, that you've done it, and that you can feel very good. And when a person is blowing something out of proportion, it can be like they're viewing the problem through a pair of binoculars, making the problem seem excessively close, magnified in size, too much to deal with. And so, that same person might choose for a while to turn those binoculars around, to look through the wrong end of the binoculars and to watch the problem shrink down into a series of tiny step-by-step tasks way over there. Because you know what it's like to make something ever so small in your mind, do you not? How to shrink it down, how to give yourself a break from it all, to clear your mind and to allow yourself to rest. And that's fine. It's okay to press pause. It's okay to rest. It's okay to give yourself some time to regather yourself like this. To relax and rest, to regather your energy. That's it. And then, with a growing sense of calm strength, you can realize that you don't need to magnify the problem, and you don't need to shrink the problem either. You can realize that the binoculars are not needed anymore. In your mind, you can set them to one side because things have changed, and there's now no need to view the problem as anything other than a series of simple, doable, straightforward set of tasks. A set of tasks that you can get going on, that you can begin working on right away. And you can simplify things. That's it. You really can simplify things now in your mind. You can let the old mental chatter that perhaps had been there in the past quiet down and quiet down and fade away now. That's it. So that you can begin by simply watching yourself a short time from now. Get started on the very next step. The very next step towards resolving something that needs to be resolved. You can get a sense of yourself doing that. And you can get a sense of yourself having done that. And if you ever encounter a situation where you don't know what the next step is, well, automatically the next step is to find someone who does. If there is a gap in your knowledge, a fuzziness about how to resolve a particular problem, then that simply means that you need to find someone who knows, whether that's through phoning a friend or a family member, or searching for help online, or even, God forbid, getting a book out of the library. If you don't know how to proceed in resolving a challenge in your life, then the next step is to find someone who does know. Because in the end, we are all wiser, any more knowledgeable, any smarter than all of us are together. We can draw upon each other's resources and knowledge, and whatever you're dealing with, the strong likelihood is that there are others who have walked this path before you, others who know the terrain, others who can point you in exactly the right direction. And you can get a sense of yourself, finding someone who can advise you about some aspect of a particular challenge where you weren't clear what you needed to do. And you can get a sense of things becoming clearer, more straightforward as you do so. A simple, straightforward series of tasks. That's it. And you can get a sense of having done that now in your mind, having reached out for assistance or guidance, and having benefited from that person's knowledge and experience. And notice how you feel clearer about the path ahead and surer in yourself by having done so. And to a child, a dark closet can be scary, something to avoid, something to hurry past. But to an adult who can reach the light switch, the closet becomes something straightforward, something simple. As you switch the light on now in your mind and see that in that closet there's just a variety of things that need sorting out and organizing. Perhaps there are some old clothes or junk that can be thrown out or given to charity. Perhaps there are some hidden gems, some treasured possession that you've forgotten about, and it can be a delight to rediscover them. As you sort out that closet now, deep inside, knowing that when it's done, when it's all organized and sorted, you can rest easy. That's it. Knowing that you're an adult and that with any challenge, any problem, you can switch the light on and see it from an adult perspective. A collection of tasks that are individually ultimately simple and straightforward. Something to get going on right now. And you can get a sense of doing that. Then you can get a sense of having done that. And a year from now, it's going to feel like a long time ago that you were listening to these words, and you can notice how good it feels to be on top of things here, now, in the future, a sense of being more adult, more capable, a deeper trust in yourself, that you can sort things out in a step by step manner. And even if a challenge looks a little scary to begin with, remember that you can simply switch on the light in your mind and see the challenge for what it really is. A series of tasks that you can and that you will take care of. And if you ever don't know what the next step in this series of tasks is, you can reach out and find someone who does know, because there is always a way, and other people have walked this path before you. There's always a way through, and you can do this with a growing and deepening trust in yourself and in your so many different strengths and resources as a human being. That's it. And here in the future, it can feel very good to realize that you have already integrated this calm, methodical determination in how you deal with any challenges that you face, and that this in turn allows you to feel so much freer, happier, and more fulfilled in yourself, day by day, week by week, and on into the months and years to come. That's it. And the reason I recorded is so that you can listen to these words often. And each time you do, you can deepen and strengthen this calm adult pragmatism about calmly observing the tasks that need doing, and then immediately get started on them. Just calmly, steadfastly getting done what needs to be done. And for now, it's time to prepare to come all the way back to full alertness, back to the here and now, as you notice the position of your body and the sensation of whatever it is you're resting on. That's it. Feeling refreshed, feeling alert. That's it. And you can begin to come all the way back, feeling very good, all the way back now to me. And you can have a nice stretch. That's it. And whenever you're ready, you can open